Welcome back to my channel, y'all. Hope everybody is having a very safe 4th of July weekend. If you're out in these streets, I won't be out in these streets. I'm gonna be home at the crib, working on a backup plan for my backup plan. Because it's hard out here for a pimp. For real, for real. But anyway, let's get into this. Love and Marriage, Huntsville, mid-season finale. Season 4, episode 15. I mean, it should be called the setup. I don't know what it's called, but it should be called, no sex in the champagne room. I don't know. Anyway, Kimmy, Tiffany, and Tisha go rock climbing. Kimmy and Tisha are doing everything together now. Isn't that cute? They're like the Scott sisters. Like they go meet up for drinks now, and they go rock climbing together now. They're like trying to build a friendship with Tiffany. Tiffany got up that wall with the quickness. Them hips is heavy, but they ain't that heavy because she was gone up that wall. Kimmy is afraid of heights, and when she came down off the wall, she was like kind of emotional. I can relate to that because I don't have a lot of fears, but frogs wear me out. I don't like them. Even looking at them sometimes makes me want to cry. So I was feeling Kimmy in that moment because I don't know. Sometimes phobias like will have you, and I feel like for me, the frog thing is getting worse, not better. Like I hate frogs. Ugh. Anyway, after they come down off the wall, that was a real cute situation, to be honest. Like, I'm feeling like, I don't know, I might want to try that. I live in Orlando, so Kissimmee, Orlando area. So, it's basically Whoville. There's so many things, like finding a place to climb a rock wall. I don't think that's going to be an issue. But anyway, back to the ladies at the rock climbing situation. So now after they get off the wall, they want to sit around and talk about the Atlanta trip. They want to compare notes to see whose husband said what and what they did, down to the wine tasting. They didn't do nothing, but, act like a bunch of old men. Wasn't that exciting, ladies? And even that strip club, like, let me tell you, I've been to the strip club before, and wasn't much going on where they was at. I don't know where they was at, but it was not the business, at least not that night. Tisha invites the ladies to this marriage retreat that Dr. Francis was telling her about. So, they agree that they're going to go home and get their husbands to go on this retreat that I think every man in America is just dying to go to. Although I'm sure they need to. For sure. So anyway, while they're like planning their marriage retreat, Mel is not married anymore. So she's over at her crib, like preparing for an event. Apparently she's been asked to be a co-host at the new arena that's opening up in Huntsville. I think that's a big thing. That's very dope. Mel is over there doing big things. It's probably because Mel is actually a public speaker. And so she's good at that kind of thing. I personally, I feel Martell on that. Like I can talk to some extent. I feel like even here, even though I'm becoming more comfortable, I'm not a long-winded person. I'm a very, to the point kind of person. So, here in this space, if you're not having a conversation with another person, it gets a little weird trying to drag on a conversation with yourself. So, I mean, I'm not with myself, I'm talking to y'all, but y'all ain't here. And unless you respond in the comments, like I don't do the live thing. Seems like I've learned to run on a bit, haven't I? Maybe I'm more long-winded than I thought. Anyway, Mel's back at the crib, like trying on her outfit, showing her mother, what she's planning to wear to the big grand opening of the arena. That's dope for Huntsville because, I mean, if it's a growing city and all this nice, all of them have nice homes. Although I really want Lewis and Tiffany to get a landscaper because it just doesn't make sense to have a house that nice and they grass got the mange. It's annoying. It's annoying. Anyway, it's cool to see a city grow and bringing more things there, like, and they're having concerts there and that kind of thing. So I have never been to Huntsville. I've been to Birmingham. Probably won't ever go back. Not going back. But, you never know. Never say never. Anyway, let me see. Her and her mother discussed like the co-parenting situation with Martell. And I guess, when they're at this point and where they're taping, Mel is not fooling with Martell. She's not, and he don't have her number. His only way to contact her is through email. So she's basically staying away from him altogether. And I think that's the healthiest thing she could do for herself, because they're divorced. They're done. Paperwork is signed. And if he don't want to go over there and hang out with Coleslaw, he don't have to go hang out with Coleslaw. But it seems as though Mel is like living her best life. She's got big things happening for herself. And even her town is acknowledging that. They didn't ask Tisha to come with her. They didn't ask Destiny to come. They didn't ask Tiffany or Kimmy to come. They asked Mel to come. So she's over there doing a damn thing. And I don't think she has any energy to be arguing with Martell. So not your ex-husband. So pick up them kids from school on Friday and enjoy your week, and I'll get them on the other end. And I cannot believe, like, I'm sure when he has those kids, her burner phone is on and he can call her if he needs her, but she not, communicating with him. So I don't know what any of that is about. Anyway, she says she's not doing it while he's still being toxic. And we know he's still being toxic because he can't stop talking about her like in a negative way, as if she's doing something to him. And her mother is like, telling her to just take your time, like do things the way you've been doing. And, as long as the shit is toxic, then don't involve yourself in it. At some point, Martell will understand. You know how they say you have to treat people how to treat you? She has to reteach this fool how to treat her. And if it means, really, you don't get to ask me nothing unless it's about the M&Ms. And if it's not about the M&Ms, then, there really isn't nothing to discuss. Not at this point. We all know, though, this past weekend, they somewhere on vacation, and Tank them videotaped them on a live. So we see them like co-parenting in a way that's positive. So there's, nothing bad to say about that. I personally don't believe that Mel is anywhere interested in getting back with Martell. I mean, unless she want to like have an itch and let him scratch it. But I don't even know that she wants to do that, because at this point, so many good things are happening to her. I find it hard to believe that with a girl that beautiful, that it ain't something out there trying to slide in her DMs or wherever they're trying to slide into. So Martell, I think, that ship has sailed. Do your dad thing. Leave that girl alone. Speaking of which, so then Martell goes over to the batting thing. I forget what that thing is called, but I will say this time I did see some people in there, few people walking through, because every other time they shoot in that batting range place, there's nobody in there but Big Lou. So Martell goes over there to, holla at Big Lou. Boy, things have certainly changed with Big Lou from first season, because anyway. Martell said he's supposed to take the test for the builder's license. And Lou asked him when, and he said in about 2 weeks. And I was like, did he say that before they went to Atlanta? Like, I don't know how long later it is, but it had to be at least a week later, and he's still 2 weeks away from taking a test. So we'll see in 2 weeks, if, or however long it's going to take for them to come back, if he, has to go ahead and take that test. He said he's not a test taker, but what he did say is he has managed to maneuver through things and end up ahead. And I feel like that's finally caught up with him. It's like that person that cheats on their test and has the answers to the test, and then when it's time to take the final, you ain't got no answers and you don't know anything. So I don't know how he was maneuvering. Shout out to Melanika. Was you at high school taking a test for Martell's ass, and now he don't know how to take a test? Melanika, or whatever, Mel number 1, Mel 2.0, whichever Mel she is. Anyway, so yeah, that's finally caught up with him, with you, Martell. If you're not gonna buckle down, and you're an adult, like, if I don't understand why, if you're a home builder, why taking a test is so hard for you. I have to take a test every other year. it's like stuff that I know because I've been doing it for a long time. I don't really have to study. Sometimes I'll like, verify that I got the right answer, but for the most part, come on, Martell. Then I discussed the Atlanta trip. Everybody's still talking about the Atlanta trip. Lou had to leave early because somebody passed away. Martell said he needed to get, I guess he was saying like, somebody passed away in his family and it was, Tiffany was there for him and, really held him down. And Martell said he really wants like to find him somebody like that to hold him down. Like he wants to get married, like he misses his marriage. What he said was, I miss my marriage. And then he took it back and said, I miss marriage. We know what you mean, bro. He said, he really wants to get married right now. Right now. Attention coleslaw. Attention coleslaw. Martell wants to get married right now. Just in case you didn't know. Anyway, child. He said the person that he decides to, settle down with is going to be a good fit for him and his children. I guess that's including yours, girl, too, because he did say he had 5 kids and he needs a woman that's going to take on all 5 of those children. And it seems as though, girl. So Martell is very frustrated that Mel won't talk to him. He sent her 1,000 emails and she's not responding to anything. What's up, Kenneth? Damn, 1,000 emails? What were you saying? I'm outside, nigga. Why are you sending her 1,000 emails? And what is it that you need to communicate about? I don't understand. I feel like if there's something like school related or what have you, I don't know what type of communication you're looking for, but y'all already did that, bro. Like you already wrote it down. You already got a divorce. There's no more negotiating that needs to happen. If everything's good with the kids, then everything's good with the kids. Like, do you just want to have a simple conversation? He said he ain't trying to get with her. I am not trying to get with this girl. I am not pressed. I'm good. Yeah, a second ago you said you were dying to get married and you missed your marriage, but now you're good. So, I don't know what it is. Lewis said, Mel is a woman scorned. Lewis, shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? I don't see how her ignoring his ass is a woman scorn, Lewis. Shut the fuck up. For real. Martell said, Mel has a dark heart and all her friends are dumped her. She doesn't have any friends anymore. And it's not because she stopped being friends with them. It's because they stopped being friends with her. And y'all are going to find out. At this point, Lewis is pretty much like, well, But he says at the end of it all, Martell says, at the end of it all, he just wants to meet up with Martell and come to some sort of agreement. I don't know what agreement. What agreement are you talking about? For what? You did that. You have a divorce. You got the agreement. The agreement says on Friday you pick up the kids from school, and then you have them for a week, and then when it's her week, then she just picked the kids up from school. What more do you want from me? Child, where we at? Kimmy at the house packing up Maurice's stuff for the retreat. Didn't have any conversation with him about it. She just, this is here's your suitcases, and we're going on a marriage retreat. Maurice doesn't want to go to the retreat. He's already perfect. He doesn't need any more counseling, and he doesn't want to go to a problem fest where he's just sitting around talking about problems. He also wants to have sex every day, maybe twice a day. I want them to stop with this bullshit. I want Tiffany and Lewis to stop. I want, what's this nigga name? Maurice. I want Maurice and Kimmy to stop. I want these people to stop acting like they sit up here having sex every day or twice a day. Married couples that've been together for all these years. Y'all got me fucked up. Don't waste my time. If you don't really have nothing going on, and even like, let's just say, I don't know what kind of problems Maurice and Kimmy got going on over there. I would say it seems as though there's some trust issues coming up, since he out here taking pictures and things with his linebackers and stuff, but that was before y'all got married. So clearly there's nothing to worry about. I cannot stand the way Maurice like always tries to debate and argue things. You sound dumb, Maurice. How many times did you take the bar? You just sound real dumb. Like he sat up there and compared having sex every day to eating food. Like, am I gonna like say I don't want to have food today? No, you're not gonna say that because you're gonna get hungry. But I bet you any amount of money, your old ass without the blue pill is not having sex every day either. And no, neither is your wife. She grown as hell. I'm just tired of all of them with that stupid, like, is that y'all sound like 20-year-olds for real. Because that sounds like an argument you would have. I don't know. I don't know anybody having sex every day that doesn't have some type of problem. So maybe you and Lewis need to take y'all's horny ass somewhere and get some help. And to be honest, Kimmy, I just think you're lying. I think both of y'all are lying. I think y'all are playing in our faces because you don't want to tell your business. And I can understand because I damn sure wouldn't be on TV telling mine, but you decided to do this. So if you're not going to, be for real, then get the fuck on. Doesn't even make sense. Tiffany and Lewis, they over at the house packing luggage and talking about how they're not having enough sex. That's all I remember because that's all they talk about. And the rest of it is like, who gives a shit? I'm irritated with both of them, Where's Stormy? Can we do something else? Damn, I would even rather see, what's her name? Can we go to, what's Tisha's cousin? Kiki. Can we go to Kiki's house and see what she got going on over there? Because all these niggas got going on is they're pretending like they're having sex every day or not having sex every day. Tisha and this nigga Marcel are over at the house. She's over here. So she basically tricks this dude into like agreeing to go to the retreat. I don't know why we're supposed to sit up here and believe that Mo and Maurice aren't going to have a conversation. So he's going to be completely, blindsided by having a, Dr. Francis vacation. To be honest, I think, Mo is over there talking about we don't have any problems, but that doesn't mean like, I don't see why you can't talk to a therapist in order to maintain that, where you're not forgetting like how to communicate with each other. Because that exchange I seen with y'all was just, it was kind of hard to watch. You're a fucking asshole. I think I hate Maurice at this point. Anyway, we over here pretending like, Marcel doesn't know where he's going. He's pretending like he wants to visit. Oh, yeah. Like he would ever let Tisha plan a trip for him to go anywhere. Like we know what it is, but all right. So we're at Mel's event. And Mel looks beautiful. She's, preparing her speech and handling her skincare business. Well, yeah, Destiny. Got anything going on? I ain't seen you a couple weeks, girl. Anyway, Martell brings the kids there. Of course he brings the kids there because it's a huge event that people are going to talk about. And he honestly did not care about making sure the kids were there. I feel like as much as he just wanted to be there, hopefully being filmed, TV cameras, we know they're going to be there. And so, and we also know that Mel would love to have her kids see her in that, it's a proud mommy moment, a proud moment, that she would want to have her kids share in. So that part, like whatever his motives are, he brought the kids there and they're so cute. They're like, it's hot outside. We want something to drink. Little boss baby, she just surveyed the whole situation. She knows where the snacks are. She knows where the lemonade stand is. So grandma's gonna take them down there because, she got everything lined up and under control. She's a lot like her mother. So then Mel and Martell are sitting there. So thanks for bringing the kids. Well, yeah, of course. I wasn't bringing them here to, support their mom. It's an important event. So it's hot outside. Like, ooh, it was just awkward. They just sitting there like. So Marcel, I swear on for God, all these M's is gonna be the end of me trying to get these names together. So Martell, you said all you needed was a moment with Melanie to come to some sort of agreement. Here's your shot, big boy, because when are you gonna get a chance to see her again? So they sit there awkwardly, and then of course production wants to go back down memory lane, showing us all these photos of in the beginning with Mel and Martell, and da 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 da, the soft music. It was kind of lame actually, because that ain't what nobody is feeling. Nobody is feeling like they want to see Mel and Martell back together. Nobody except Martell. He's the only one that wants that. And maybe their kids, but that's not likely to happen. I really don't believe it. I'd be real surprised if it did. Anyway, so then we see, well, for what's to come, in the second half of this season. I don't know when that is, but but whenever they come back, I'll be here to talk about it. But yeah, child. So we get to see what was happening down to the Memorial Day weekend when they was out there fighting, and looks like Martell and Marceau was really finna get it in. I feel like that's a whole lot of animosity been between them for a long time. Like, I feel like they've been wanting to punch shit out of each other. They need to go back down to the record room and break some more TVs, because it seems like they still got a lot of pent up energy. And then we see Wanda. I guess Mel came up there to shut the shit down. Destiny, when you like in your place of business, you know what, Destiny? I feel like as much as I rooted for you last season, because I was feeling bad for you, but you don't know how to act. Not in Detroit, not in Atlanta, not in Huntsville, girl. You just anyway down to your own beauty store, hollering out the door of somebody. And of course, Miss Wanda. We already know what Miss Wanda was doing, because she didn't turn the Facebook Live on and let us hear the whole damn thing. So that's it, for the mid-season finale. Apparently, everybody wants sex every day, and not everybody wants sex every day. So that being said, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you whenever these folks come back. Bye, y'all.